Well, I'm down at the park near the Potomac River in Georgetown again. I think it's the same thing I was at yesterday. And that's K Street behind us, some buildings underneath an expressway. See that expressway up there? That's an expressway. It's about a mile just to go over poor people. But they're not poor here. They're rich in Georgetown. So but there's a lot of expressways that did that. They put it over so you don't see the poor folks. And they're trying to get rid of those nowadays. But that's another issue. I want to talk about getting money, free money, 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 money. And one of the most popular questions I get are people looking for a grant writer and people wondering if they're eligible or not. Now, they're legitimate questions, and I don't begrudge you having that in your mind. They're reasonable, but you don't have to. Okay, and it's only because I've been studying this stuff for 40 or 50 years now, and a grant writer is the last thing you have to go for, because most of the programs that particularly my members want, individual personal grants or even money for business, it's a couple of pages of fill in the blanks. There's nothing you have to think hard about at all. But you've heard this, and we hear about it, grant writers, and it sounds complicated. And all that is true too, but you're not going to run into it, And the people who sell you grant writing are the people who are going to try to scare the hell out of you. And there's just a very slim chance that you'll need one. And if you need one, then you look for it. But don't waste your time looking for a grant writer before you know where you're going to apply. You have to find a place to apply first. That's what all the work is involved in, finding where the hell to apply, what makes sense for you to apply, not getting a magic grant writer. No, that's nonsense. And that's only for big corporations or nonprofits or don't worry about that until you see it. And if the application look at, hey, I don't know what the hell I better get, then that's different, because also you can get people at the agency giving out the money to help you do that, and there's lots of free help, but you're not going to even need that. What you have to spend all your time on is finding where to apply, because going out and paying for something before you know where to apply, to me, sorry, the traffic down here, to me, that's like buying a dress before you're invited to the prom. Man, if you may not get invited to the prom, what the hell are you spending money on a dress for? So same thing. Why? You don't even know where you're going to apply or what the appointment looks like. Why are you spending money on a grant writer? Now, maybe the grant writer will go look for stuff. No, because they're not going to find what you need. They're going to find what is complicated, and you'll need them. That's their motive. But they are still for giving rent. Yes, they are. And if you remember, I have a list of all that. Or it's emergency rental assistance. That's what you're looking for. So there's some nonprofit organizations that have a complete state-by-state listing, and the Treasury Department, treasury.gov, they have a complete state-by-state listing of emergency rental assistance. And so if you're not a member, you could search and find them there. And there's lots. I told you about Mississippi is only given out like 1.9% of their total money. There's billions still available for rental assistance. There's hundreds of millions available for business grants too. I just did a video on that. I think that's up right before this one. I did that. The SBA has these two grants they're begging people to apply for. Now that's stupid. Seems to me anyway. People are hungry for this money and they just don't know. Okay, now the other thing is finding out if you're eligible. That's almost the same thing. You're wasting time trying to find out if you're eligible for something that you haven't even have the application yet. You heard about this grant. Hey, am I eligible? Get the goddamn application before you ask that question, because they'll be right 9 times out of 10. It's going to be right there in the application saying who's eligible or not. And so you're wasting time, and also wasting more time because you probably get a wrong answer, because answers are changing all the time. You know, I mean, just right now, the money for getting like $35,000 for burial assistance. You know, they changed the applications on this, made it so much easier today. And they just did that a few days ago. So if you're looking for advice on if you're eligible for, you're getting somebody's advice that applied when it was hard. Now it's easy. So don't do that. Don't. The worst thing is you apply and they say no. That's the worst that can happen. But that's the only way you're maybe going to get the money. If you never apply, you'll never get the money. So if you're looking for reasons not to apply, don't. That's what it does. It's just reasons not to apply. And that's silly. You look for reasons to apply. And so you get the application. Because if you don't have the application, you can't do anything. Apply through government or nonprofits. They don't charge for a fee. That's right. No, and the people who charge you to apply, stay away from them. Actually, I'm doing that. I have a grant now. We just we're going through all the applications now. So the next couple of days, we're going to pick out 20 winners that really need money for or members, and the membership is $20. So in effect, we're asking to apply. But what everybody applies is going to get it is a remarkable report that I think, because it tells you all the places where you know if you're hurting for money, these are the 5 places to go to check, and I give you the sources, and you could download the mini grant reports for your state. That alone is worth $50 or more. And then I tell you who to call, what to call, and he say that's for if you just need money to get out of financial trouble. Then if you want to do stuff, I have it all categorized by stuff to do. So if you want to start a business, okay, and now I have a separate report that you're going to get, by applying for the grant, and there's no application fee, just application to be a member, to get anything from us. And that will tell you all the sources and step by step what to do. Give you all the addresses of who in your state gets to help you start a business, who in your state gets funding to help you get out of debt, who in your state gets funding for you to pay for college, who in your state gets funding for you to buy a house or fix up a house, who in your state gets funding for you to train for a new job, who in your state gets funding for you to get free healthcare. See, that's what's available. If you're looking for am I eligible or do I need a grant, you're just wasting a goddamn time in life. Especially at my age, that's a sand going through an hourglass fast as hell. As you get older, it goes down through faster. I tried to apply yesterday, but I couldn't find the application for your website. The application for your website is www. And if you don't make it for this month, we're going to have another one next month. Okay, now that's cool. I mean, every month we're going to give out $15,000. We're planning till we run out of money. But we're all set up now for August, so you can play for August. Let's go. Well, I don't know how to spell Let's Go. That's the problem. Help.com. Okay, Let's Go help.com. And that's where you apply. And you can apply right away for the next one. But there's also where you can get download the mini grant reports that I have for sale on Let's Go reports. I sell them all if people don't want to join and be part of a community. And then you ask me a question, and I give you my 50 years of research and that I've been doing this, and show you the best possible places for you to possibly get money. Now, what it is, now you have to realize you have to do work after you get the stuff I send you. It's not, man, I'm not going to send you one website, you fly here, and your problems are solved. No. What you get are possibilities. The best places for you to check where you live for money to solve your problem. In other words, these are the sources that have money for this kind of issue that you're trying to solve. Whether you get the money or not, whether you have the right application or not, you have to work it out with them. It's sort of like me showing you who is hiring today. So you got to go out and apply for the application to see if they'll hire you. I pay $20 and I can have access to all the grants. No, you have access to sources of the grants. I don't keep any applications for grants. I tell you where the applications will be for your topic where you live, okay? So I cannot guarantee you get the money. I cannot guarantee all the applications. I mean, it's like me showing it. Okay, here's all the companies that are hiring people where you live. That's what I do. Okay, if you don't want that, it's not worth $20. I understand. You go to Google and try to find that. Yeah, and you get billions of websites, and that's what I'm trying to do. To get something further or more detailed, then I'm gonna have to charge hundreds or thousands of dollars. I used to do that, and I don't want to do that anymore because I'm cutting out the people who really need the money. And that's my mission in life now for the rest of my life, is trying to get this money to people who really need it. And if I charge $100 or 200, 300, 400, and it mentioned 1,000 people that marketing experts said I should charge. No, I don't want to do that. I want to. You have $20. Then that's what I want. And if you don't have $20, then you can. If you have $5, then you go to LESCO reports.com, or you go here on YouTube and find all the free sources, learn about it, and do some investigating yourself. It's all, no matter what you do, it's going to take work on your part. If you think that I could give you, with your problem, any problem you have, okay, here's the one problem. You just sign up, apply to this grant. No, it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. If it was, nobody would need me. Thank you. I have one of your books. You're the one. I heard. Is the PPP extended? No. PP is not extended, but the EIDL is crying for applications. That's the other emergency money for the SBA. Is called the EIDL. And I just did a video on that. Look at my last video I just did. They're begging for applications. They got so much money to give out. They got like 20, $30 billion they got to give out. Isn't that stupid? Yes. We have small businesses going out of business every day. About 20, 40% of the small businesses are gone. And here we have 20, $30 billion sitting and nobody applied for it. Man, that's the problem with the internet. Because, see, the internet and Google, who runs the internet, and Facebook, you're just going to find people that charge you money. And the people that charge you money, the people don't have money, can't pay those people. The people who give money don't charge money, so they can't pay Google. So the people giving out money, you can't find in Google, and that's it. I bought your books 20 years ago. Yeah, I've been doing books for 40, 50 years. Actually, my first one probably in the beginning of the 80s. I did some in the 70s, but nobody knew. Yes, our country has money and fewer people applying since they don't want to comply. Well, I mean, that's another issue. Yeah, and I'm sure there are people like that. But that's, I know the universe is still pretty big. People are really hurting. I mean, we have a couple hundred applications for our 20 grants that we're giving out, and the pain that is there is just unbearable. I mean, it makes me cry. I hurt. It motivates me for the rest of my life now, just to try to get people to know about what is available for them in this country that they don't know about. The rich people will find out. I used to do this for the rich people. I'd charge them 10 grand to do this stuff. Now I just want to charge $20 to make sure everybody. I mean, I want to charge something because I believe in capitalism, that if I'm not doing something of value, then I shouldn't be doing it. So capitalism to me shows me that something I'm doing is value. Otherwise, I'm doing something that I think is of valuable. No, that doesn't matter if I think it's of value. It matters if I'm doing something for somebody else that they think is of value. If you want to love somebody, you want them to love you back. So it's the same way with your work. If you think you're doing great work, but nobody gives a shit, why are you doing it? There's too many problems out there for you to work on. Tax and stimulus checks, contact the IRS. Yes, and there's a lot of tax benefits that are really turning into grants now. So there's a lot of grant money at the IRS that you have to apply for through the tax system, and then people aren't used to that. If you have children, if you have a dependent, things like this that Lots and lots of money. You're paying for daycare. I mean, there's huge amounts of grants money. You got family could get 10, 15 grand there, and you don't have to pay taxes at all. You get a zero tax bill and still get that. This is how the rich people get their money. See, so the Democrats realize, hey, let's use this for the not rich people too. My life forever changed when I worked as a CNA for a nursing home. Help people is the greatest gift. Absolutely fair. And that's why I'm so happy now to spend the rest of my life doing this until I drop over dead, because I could do it with very little physical capabilities. Pretty soon I'll be able to talk to the computer even if I can't type. So that will be here for me to help people find this stuff. And it looks like it'll last a little 15 years, and I don't think I have much more than 15 years left if I'm lucky to do that. And that's why I'm trying to get other people to just help other people. That's why by joining Let's Go Help, please help other people there. You know a lot about what's going on in your state. That's why I have the second website in addition to Facebook. It's called Mighty Network is this website, but you have to get the link from me on Facebook group, and then we give you the link over there, and that's free. And then you join your state over there, so you can help other people in your state about the grants and other people can help you in this state. See, if you start helping each other, then you don't need me, and you can continue on and learn and build this for people to learn about what our government or nonprofits or the opportunities that are in life that you don't have to pay for, and you could solve financial problems. I mean, we still have the same amount of people in poverty that we have ever since I've been a grown-up, it seems. That 10, 20 million people is the same. Now, why do these other countries like China and India take hundreds of millions of people out of poverty over a course of 10 years, and we can't budge that needle at all? Why? I think because we're giving our wealth to the rich people. That's why they're getting richer. So we're not sharing it too well. That sounds like capitalism. I don't give a shit what you call it. I call it the truth. Whatever you call it. How do I get someone to help me get a grant? Find the goddamn grant, David. Don't do that. Start looking for the grant. You don't need anybody to help you fill out the paperwork. You got to fill out to do it. And that takes research. That takes work. Start teaching yourself, okay? Start asking. Get on the phone. Call your library. Say, hey, where do I look for that? And then the library says, well, try this. When you try that, you call them and say, hey, okay, you can't help me. Where do you think can help me? That's all you have to do. That's all I do. That's all anybody does who's doing research. They find a possibility. Capitalism, yeah, I think so. But I don't know what communism is. I barely know what capitalism is. But, it's well, it's a little bit of both. I think we need, is what life is about. Capitalism is pretty cool. That's why I love it, because it shows you what you're doing is worthwhile. But we got to take care of people too. It's. I don't know about you. I don't want to live in every man for himself. And if my house is on fire, people pulling up a lawn chair and watching my house burn. Fuck no. I don't want to live there. Do you? I want people to help me when I'm in trouble. You call that communism? It doesn't matter what you call it. I don't care. And also, it's so much fun helping people, man. It's fun. You're taking the secret sauce of life out of it if you're saying don't help anybody else. Oh, that's crazy. Matthew, what is the correct email address to contact you? Well, one of them is Let's Go Free Radio at gmail.com. But it's easier. I answer every question. I spend my day answering the questions on the closed Facebook group. So if you're a member in Let's Go Help, that's the best way to ask me a question is there. and I've been answering within 24 hours usually, but I give myself 48 hours in case I get really screwed up. Uh, and that's how dare you. I sent you an important email, so please contact us for about mini grants. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, okay, try. Yeah, just do it again. Bang on me after 48 hours if you don't hear. Uh, have an awesome week, man. Thank you for helping us, ourselves and others. Oh, I know. Capitalism, communism. I prefer capitalism, but any government that is not corrupt is best. Yeah, true. And any business that's not corrupt is best. any individual is not corrupt is best. That's true everywhere. Your financial services industry. Now, is that not corrupt when you buy, you know, you borrow $1,000 and they make you sign 15 pages of, "I'm going to screw you if you blink wrong." Yeah, that sounds corrupt to me. Would you make your mother do that? No, I don't know. It's all degrees. But I am playing for the idea on keeping others learn. Good, good. And helping on working on nonprofit status and already helping. Great, great. The logic next step is starting a nonprofit. Yeah, you may or may not need to. Don't. Go solve the problem and then see if you need a nonprofit. The only reason we want to start a nonprofit, start solving the problem we want to solve or looking for money. If somebody says, "I'll give you money if you're a nonprofit," you become a nonprofit. Don't do it beforehand, because it's going to cost you money and time. You're here to solve problems and look for money, okay? So you start looking for money, and then, hey, this looks like a good place for me to get money to solve my problem. And then you ask them, "Oh, we only give it for nonprofits." Okay, well, that's reason enough to become a nonprofit. Spend the time to do it, okay? And I got a good report. If you're a member, Let's Go Help. Show you I had like $250 at the IRS become a nonprofit. All this stuff that experts are going to charge you $5,000 for or whatever. You may not have to do that. So find this other one first. What's up? Any of those member grants process? Yeah. Whoa, we got it. Yeah. Last night we got inundated, man. Everybody was. So it's going to take a few days to get through. But we're sending up a new one already. And those that don't make it or want to apply to the next one, I've already decided that we're going to start one today, tomorrow. Actually, if you go to FreeLESCO, you go www. I'll put this in the www.free.lesco. Oh, gotta know how to spell it. That's .com/giveaway. Okay, GIVE. www.free.lesco.com/giveaway. Go there. You see the new grants are up. 20 more grants were given out. Half are $1,000 and half are $500. And it started today, and it'll be over on August the 4th. So like July 4th. So for a month you have to apply for that. I need a grant to help me with bills. Yes. And if you're a member, I'll show you other places to help you with bills. It's not my grant. And actually, if you apply for the grant, I give you a whole bunch of stuff to help you with that. Hey, man, how do you get a grant for seniors to fix their house up in Atlanta, Georgia? There's a bunch of places to start, but a good single place to start is your local elder care locator. Go to Google and search elder, ELDER CARE, and then locator, LOCATER, elder care locator. And you'll call that 800 number, and they'll switch you to what's called the Area Office on Aging in Georgia. Now, they'll know programs just for seniors, but you can't stop there because there's other programs. To me, what I tell my members to do is go to the 10 places in your state that help people that are in financial trouble. See, there's nonprofit organizations and government offices in every state. There's about a half a dozen to a dozen in every state, depending on the state, that all get grant money to help people who are in financial trouble. They're the people you contact to try to find personal grants to solve financial problems. They're going to know the best. So if any program is out there, they're either giving the money or more likely know who is. So that's the scientific way for me, after studying this 50 years, to find out. There's no way I or anybody else could get you every application all those organizations have, because they change daily, for one thing, and you'd be more frustrated. So what I do is show you the places that are most likely in your state to have that, and they're the people. That's why it's best to call them on the telephone, and see how they could help you. And then if they can't help you, say, hey, well, who else can? Have you any suggestions of somebody else that can help me? And that's what you want to do. You always want to get on that phone. Hello, remember, you show me the grants, literacy programs. I keep looking and I find myself going down a rabbit hole. I'm not sure what the grant literacy program is. You mean for solve literacy problems? Maybe that's what you want. You want to start a nonprofit and work with people who need to get a higher education? Is that what you want? Well, go back to start a new discussion, and tell me a little bit more about what you want to do. I mean, like if you say, "Oh, I want to solve literacy problems," well, that's huge, man. Tell me a little more. You want to start a nonprofit to make people aware of that. You want to write books about how to do it. Tell me, what is your best book to teach researching government grants? $20 on LESCOhelp.com. No books, no more books anymore. That's the best way to learn. Or just view all the. But see, for $20, you can ask me any question anytime, 100 a day if you want. That's what I can't get over. I mean, you have me. I'm your buddy. You can take me out to dinner every night. Just ask me a question. I'll tell you, oh, yeah, this is. I mean, it's not magic, and I won't solve every problem you have, but I'll give you my 50 years of studying this stuff to save you a hell of a lot of time. And that's why I think it's a steal. Every marketing person I'm trying to get me to help tell people about what I'm doing. Say, no, you got to charge 500 or 5,000. I don't want to do that. I want to do 20 bucks because I don't want to help the people who could afford 500 or 5,000. That's no interest to me at all. Helping rich people is boring. NYC is a special website for their available services in this. Yes, it is. And they're 311. If you call 311 in New York, and I think that's Bloomberg. He did a nice job on that. Yes, to solve an assistant literacy program. Oh, yes, to solve or assist in literacy programs utilizing audiovisual books. Well, then you want to develop audiovisual books. Okay, then start a new discussion to do that, because that's really a business, or a nonprofit. You can do it easy way. And most of the business money is for either now. They're for nonprofits or a business, like the EDIL. You could be a nonprofit or a business and apply for that. And I would start there if you've been in business for, I think, over a year. Just find the application. Go to SBA.gov and put in EDIL. Look at the requirements and tell you what you need. Don't trust me because they change them all the time. I want to start a nonprofit auctioning donated cards. Ooh, good idea. Because they're, I see everybody's has an ad for your nonprofit. Donate your card to them. Thank you, Matthew. Is that the $20 a month? Yes, $20 a month. That's the club. That's the LESCOhelp.com is $20 a month. Teach disabled children need way more info to narrow down and apply. To teach disabled for children. I need more. Okay, I mean, yes, and I can do that, Kelly. I mean, I have a source that gives you the 12 best places to get money for a nonprofit. And even if you're not a nonprofit, if you're doing work like you want to teach children, you want literacy, these 12 places are the best places to start looking for money, because they give it to both profit and nonprofit. And so if you find one that'll only give it to you for a nonprofit, then you go become a nonprofit. But don't become a nonprofit first. That's my I'd be wrong sometimes, so don't trust me. You can't. That's my best advice. Is it best 20? It's the best 20 I ever invested. If it's dollars for knowledge, I've learned more than any other. Thank you, Kelly. Yeah, I believe, but I'm biased. You can't trust me. That's why it's nice to hear. Linda, you think I'm a genius? I got some ex-wives you could call. A different opinion. Looking for help with the is that SBA? I was offered the target deal. They wouldn't give it to me. The form letter indicated an issue with my tax return, and the IRS had to proceed it. My 10-4 advice. Okay, Jason, I would call the EDIL people. They have a phone number. If you go to EDIL FAQ, the email address and phone number is there, and that's good. Okay, if that doesn't work for you, whatever, then go to your elected official. That's your only recourse. But you have 12 of them, at least. So you go to commoncause.org, and you put in your address, you get them all there, and just start going down the list. I would start, because this is a federal program, I would start with your 3 federal people, your congressman, congressperson, whatever you call them, and your 2 senators. Okay, you start with them, ask them if each could help, try to get them on the phone if you can, is the best way to do it. Greatest shirts. This is on, now this you could buy. Here, I have a new thing. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's fun. Let's go. I'm a clothes horse, that's all. CLOT. Let's go close.com. Yeah. And I'm going to add to that. You get money back 100-fold. That's $20. You should be charging a lot more. Yeah, but that's not fun. See, I want to be able to give anybody's money back without any pain on anyone's part. So if you join for 6 months and then you're pissed off, I'll give you money at a blink of an eye. I don't want anybody unhappy or thinking I ripped somebody off. I want to give you the best, more money, more information sources than you ever thought you could ever possibly get in the world for $20. And to you to tell other people about what's going on, and to let them. I need cash due to emergency. Well, and he said, yeah. All the organizations, if you're a member, you go to the mini grants for financial assistance, and there's like a dozen organizations in every state that will know about that kind of emergency money. Every state has that kind of emergency money. And so you start there to try to do that, and that's the best place to start. If you're not a member, then you could start looking for go to 211.org or to findhelp.org. Both of those, put in financial assistance, and they'll have organizations there. And what you do, no matter what those organizations say on their website or whatever, you call each one of those. Call each organization and tell them you're looking for emergency money for XYZ, whatever it is. And seeing if they have nothing, then ask them, where else do you think I should go? Because the stuff it's a complex thing, and there's no one answer to anything. I'm a member. Okay, great, Robin. Then go in there, go to Let's Go Help, and get all the download. What you do on Let's Go Help, up on the top right-hand side, there's on the discussion on the Facebook discussion page. That's when you sign in. There's a tab on the top that says More, MORE. Click on that tab, and there'll be a drop down that says Files, FILES. So that's More tab, and then click and find Files tab. You click that, and you'll see 52 reports you could download. And these are the mini grant reports for every state. You want to download 50 of them and give them to your friends? My pleasure. But you find your state, grab them, download that report, and there's 7 categories. I mean, we're legal, education, business, and there's one under financial assistance. You look at the financial assistance. All the organizations in your state that give free financial assistance are located there. They're the people you start calling. If it's a business, all the organizations under business will be there. And they're the people you call. See, it takes work on your part that you have to call each one of these people to see if it makes sense for you, if there's something there for you, a possibility. But more importantly, even if there's not something there for you when you call, you ask them where, you ask them for help. They know more about what's in your state than I will ever know, than you will ever know. Yeah, because they do this work every day. They talk to 100 people like you, so they know more. Yeah, and that's the way to use me. I've been a member since January. Trust me, I have all your research. Thank you, Robin. Yeah, your name looks familiar. I really need some help with financial assistance. Okay, well, Leslie, that's what to do if you're a member. And before that, I told you what to do if you're not a member. Okay, I've called my, sounds like you're going to say elected official. My fun tip for the day: start calling from the end of the list. Usually people don't get that far. Good idea. That's great. I've called my mayor and several representatives. See? Yeah. And it's no different from calling any other human, isn't it? Maybe a little different. Kelly, love you and your Help To group people. Oh, thank you, Kelly. I mean, just telling somebody you love me, but what is there better in life? You know, oh, thank you. That's the most important gift that we have to give to each other. It just, it'll make me cry. I love crying because then I know something important happened. You know, I mean, we go through days like robots. Yeah. Take out the garbage, do this, do that. How many things can I do today? Check off the list, do this. Fuck, is that really living? I want to feel life, man. I want to feel life. That's what I want to do. Robin, send me an email. Tell me what you do in life. We need more people in the world like you. Well, that's nice to know. I couldn't find out what I was until I failed at trying to be everything else. I think that's the trick in life. Yeah, Kelly, tell me what kind of stuff you like doing. Oh, yeah, that's wonderful to hear. Robin, yeah, tell me what you like doing, Robin. Maybe there's some way you can help. Does being a convicted felon disqualify? No, it may from some, but no. I've done videos. Look through my videos. Did a lot of business programs. No, this is especially just for felons, ex-felons, and stuff like that. No, that's getting less and less. Sure, there's some, but no, just ignore that until it comes up. Don't look for that as a problem first. No, that's what I mean. Just go get it. Go find something to apply for. And then if that's a problem, go to the next one. Absolutely. You just need the right email address. Let'sGoFreeRadio@gmail.com. Let'sGoFreeRadio@gmail.com. Hey, it's failing me. Don't fail me now. Yeah. Audrey. Aubrey. I just love helping other people, being a part of a group and a former foster. Oh, good for you. I'm 50 now, only child, forced open. Well, let's help people. Tell me what you could give to other people. We'll put it up or whatever. Let's do that. Anybody has ideas on how, and do some research, and put some things together that could help people. We'll put it up for people to use, find out, whatever. If it's for your state, then we could go on Let's Go Help too and put it on the state. Thank you, sir, for all your help. I can go to my local senior center to get help for hopefully home repairs. Yeah, it's the area office on aging. Senior center may have that or not. I would call your local area office on aging, not the senior center. That should be, but that's not as likely as there, because the other place handles the questions all the time. Having no money, how can I retrieve your grant assistance information without paying? Well, I have a site. There's a lot of free stuff that'll help you. free.lesco.com. And actually, what we're going to do soon is give scholarships yeah, for people who the right kind of trying is a T3. Lots of free help for dental. Yeah. Let's go. www. Make sure you put that. free.lesco.com/free training. TRAIN. Free TRAIN. I can't read it, but it's free training at the end if I screwed up. And they're download reports. So all the COVID grant reports are there. The basic sources for every state are there for training money and things like that too. With the right digital assets, you can create passive income. No more 9 to 5. Yeah, you don't even need digital assets. You just go on the gig economy and do that. Yeah. Well, no, that makes you have to do something. I guess you want to sell some. The passive income shit is. It's a nice thought, but it's not boring. Apply for a business grant before. Yeah, they're there. It's just going to take a lot more digging. Now, what I do, I have a whole big list of all those places to check. Sammy, it is a full-time job. I'm a senior disabled lady. I really need money for my teeth. Yeah, there's lots of. Here for dental, free dental help. Here's a place to start. Now, this is not the only place, but you want to go to needymeds.org. A great organization for free and low cost handout calendar down the player. If you remember, I got a huger, bigger list than they have, but they're in it too. But that's a good place. Love the glasses, Tina. Thank you. Yeah, it's sort of goofy. I think that's goofy, man. Right? It makes people smile. I mean, I go running like this. It's nice to see people looking at me and just smiling. They're afraid to say anything because they look too strange. But that's fine. With the right digital attitude. Uncle Lesko, you have changed my life. I was still struggling. Yes, Eddie, that's it. Love the color. Thank you. Thanks to you, I'm helping with a suicide. Oh, wonderful. This is Linda from your old streams. Oh, yes. Be a kind human. Wonderful. That's a wonderful thing. Now, that's it. Yeah. That's why I tell people like handle customer service work for me. I'm not going to give you answers. Just be kind. Just be kind. Be polite. That's all. No script. Have a nice day. Have I solved all your problems today? Bullshit. You don't care. I know I can't help. I just need direction. Robin, good. I'm fairly new at all. That's okay. Just follow your nose, man. Do you know I bought your book 25 years ago? Did I have gray hair then? No. Thank you, Christopher. That's nice. How do I get my Republican congressman to give us money for a local volunteer? Yeah, just ask him. He's got to do it. He's going to do it because he wants your vote. if I have any idea or reconsideration, and yeah, do it. And then if that fails, then call your elected official and try. Thank you so much. Are you a very giving person? Help people in need. Thanks a lot, Rita. Thank you. Uh, Making lunch for peeps. I will collect later. Thank you. Oh, guys. Oh, you're just saying such nice things about me. I should stay here and soak it up. But I'm heartbroken by that. Yeah, it is terrible. Watch the high rises. For what application? No, not for me. No, you just apply. See, I mean, that's how I started this thing. Don't worry about what you're eligible for. Just find the goddamn application, find and apply. Because you may or may not be right. And it probably changed anyway. So don't worry about you apply. Only worry about finding a place to apply to. Don't worry if you need a grant writer. Only worry about a place to apply to. And then all you do is apply. And then if a problem comes up, then you deal with it then. And you have to apply for an EDI loan in order to apply for a grant. Yeah, yes, you have to apply for the loan and then they offer you the grant. You don't have to take the loan, but you have to apply for it. Go to your state public service agency. Look for internet. Yes, there's free. Now there's $50 monthly grant for access to the Intercept, and that's part of the FCC has that out now, and that's available through most of the carriers. Comcast, whoever handles they should know about it. If they don't, then call 211 and ask them where that is. Okay. If you believed in Santa for the first 10 years of your life, you can try believing in yourself and change it. That's nice. Tammy called them. They can give you more info. Good. Good. Okay, guys, I'm running out of steam. Got to walk home yet. I got to answer questions. Is that what I do? People who are paying, not you freeloaders. So let me go. I go walk up to a coffee shop, sit there for a couple hours, answer questions, then finish my 6-7 mile walk. Don't run anymore. I just walk it. So it's good. But thank you all so much for being there and being great humans in life. Nice to be with you here.